girl, hey. Oh, I almost knocked y'all over, YouTube. Hey girl, hey. Hey, knees. Hey girl, hey. Hey boy, hey. Mm. Oh, hey Dan Twine, you decided to join us tonight. Mm. I come on Saturdays, niece. Don't try it. Madison been on live all day today. She need to sit down somewhere. She can't have that much to talk about. Child, they were at the grocery store. They were at the dollar store. Girl, like, what all you got to talk about? Let me save this Judge Judy episode, because I need to come back to that. Come on in the room, niece. Come on in the building. We got a nice sanctuary. We upgraded about a year ago. We can now hold at least 200 people. We do still have an overflow section. Well, let me add this to my add to watch later for YouTube. Hit the share button, niece. Hit the share button. Come on in the building, niece. Come on and hit the share button. Hit this. We're about to eat a little something. My mouth is watering. I had a good workout today. Yes, it's Saturday, but I went to the gym. That's what I got on, my good workout clothes. Come on in the building, niece. Rita, there's no smoking in here. We got new carpeting. We got new carpeting, niece. Oh, yes, I did have this before. I forgot all about this. I had ordered this eggplant dish. I need a real fork. Anybody like me, you just need a real fork. How do I want this shit? You know, if you're going to give me a plastic fork, I need a large fork with nice prongs. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig TheWriter Stewart. And this is the Facebook and YouTube live versions of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Yes, this is the large liter of Fiji water. I'm trying to drink 4 a day. 4 a day. Let me grab a real fork. I'm trying to drink a gallon of water a day, niece. If you're on my Instagram, you saw my little workout video today. Over on my Insta story. On my Insta story. Father God, we thank you for the food we're about to receive, because you know you did not have to give me this meal. Amen. Because there's somebody in the world right now who wishes for a meal. Amen. In Jesus' name we pray. Dear God, I pray that you bless the hands that prepared this food, because God knows I don't need food poisoning, E. coli, or Zika. She's even better than she was before. Can y'all see it? It looks like a goulash, but it's not. Hey, Kalia Skinner. Hey, niece. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I need a new show to watch on Netflix. I don't know why I don't want to get into the passage. Hey, Valerie. This is tasty. It's a little eggplant. There's some rice. There's some potatoes. There's some spinach in here. There's some corn. There's some peppers. Shit, a little spicy. Oh, I do need to watch Black Mirror. You know, I was watching all of the episodes of House of Cards until I got up to I can't remember what season I started. It was the season before he got kicked off for sexual harassment. I hate when people say harassment. Girls, just say harassment, okay? I'm trying to be fancy with the word. But anyway, today I got a Dexter. What's Dexter? The Passage is good. Tracy Powell, The Passage is good. And these, I'm watching it. If I don't like it, I'm going to be in your inbox. Oh, the person dropped the case on him? On Kevin Spacey? Or did he get his job back? Thank you, Joseph. What's going on? Uh-oh, they saying they didn't like Dexter. They said they didn't like Dexter. Now, this is one of those things that's probably unacceptable to say as a black person. But I never really liked Sanford and Son. Sanford and Son was one of those shows that I could never get into. I was watching Shameless and I had to stop watching it. They started getting on my nerves. I only liked Sanford and Son when Aunt Esther was on there. Girl, I didn't like the theme music. Bum, 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 bum. I didn't like nothing. As soon as I heard that music come on, I turned it off. I did not like Sanford and Son. Sorry. That dusty, dirty garage. They were all poor and stuff. I needed something uplifting. Ain't nobody want to see that. I don't know. I just didn't like Sanford and Son. I don't know. What else did I not like? Let me think of something else that black people supposed to like that I didn't like. Now, this wasn't really something that black folks were supposed to like. But I didn't like MASH. I know a lot of y'all liked MASH. I didn't like MASH. I liked Good Times. Now, after a while, I got tired of them being stuck in the ghetto, though. Every time they had a fair shot to get out, here come Florida with her nappy-headed ass. Here she come with her nappy-headed ass trying to play on somebody's integrity. Well, no, you know we can't do that. You know the Lord wouldn't. And she always had on some old burnt orange jacket or pants. Excuse me. Why they couldn't find nothing else in wardrobe for her? I had to get that sauce up there on the neck of the fork. That's the neck of the fork right there. Speaking of Good Times, do y'all know what really happened with Good Times and why they got cut off? Well, not really why they got cut off, but why they killed James in the car crash. Do y'all really know what happened with that? I loved Good Times. I didn't like Florida's wardrobe. But when I tell you they had Walona dressed up, Walona would be dressed to the nines. That's how we do though when we live in the projects. We be dressed to the nines. We may not have that $19 rent, but we gonna have on our wardrobe. Well, Lona will be done up working down at the boutique with her scarves and things, her fancy wigs. Okay, now let me tell y'all what happened with Good Times, because I see y'all over here reaching for stuff. I see y'all reaching. Y'all reaching for what happened. That piece of corn tried to get away, but I got her. Let me tell you what happened. Yep, Raquel got it. Raquel Hollis got it over on Facebook. It was a money dispute. For some of you are, you're accurate with some of the stuff that you're saying about how they didn't. Well, first of all, Esther Roll, a.k.a. Florida, she didn't like Janet Dubois, a.k.a. Walona. I don't know why, they just didn't get along. And Florida didn't really like JJ, because JJ was a comedian that they had found on the road somewhere. They spotted him at a comedy club, and so they brought him on the show. I learned. I told y'all before, I'm not gonna tell y'all something if I don't know what I'm talking about. I watched this on a show called This show was called The Bad Times on the Good Times Set. So JJ was a comedian, and they brought him onto the show. And Florida didn't like him because she felt like he was an N-word. They were making him an N-word, a buffoon, right? And when he was like, dynamite, and all that kind of stuff, she hated it. And remember, Good Times was supposed to be a spinoff. Well, not supposed to be. It was a spinoff of, and then there's Maude. What y'all know about Maude? Remember, Florida was a maid on Maude. Well, it started with Maude, then it was All in the Family, then it was Good Times, okay? Because I know somebody trying to get me together. So, what happened was, she felt like she was supposed to be the star of the show. And so Florida was supposed to be the star of the show, because remember, it was her show. The show was based around her. And what happened was, they gave JJ so many lines in the show, and she didn't like it. Florida didn't like it. You know how y'all do. Y'all don't know how to share. You know how y'all do. Y'all don't know how to share. She was jealous, But see, what's for you is for you, niece. What's for you is for you. So, I got some more sauce on my fork. It keeps falling over. So, what happened was, John Amos wanted more money. And he and Florida were like, well, listen, we need more money, And so they gave him I think they gave him an initial raise. But then what ended up happening was they went on to put his ass in that car and let him get into a car crash. They killed him off the show because they wasn't going to give him no more money. Okay? So that was what happened. And, excuse me, hence the famous line, damn, damn, damn. But then what happened was they went on and wrote Florida off too a couple seasons later. Remember, she got married to Carl, and, they moved out, and then it was just Thelma and Keith and Michael, and JJ left at the Cabrini Green. Cabrini Green is the projects in Chicago that they lived in. And so For the life of me, I couldn't understand why Keith didn't have any money left over from the NFL. Now, I know that the NFL doesn't guarantee salaries because I have a friend. If you read my first book, you already know this part of the story. I have a friend that gave me some money to produce my play the last time that I did it. And her husband was an NFL player. And salaries aren't guaranteed. And he died of heat exhaustion on the field. And the NFL did not pay her the rest of his salary. They didn't pay out the rest of his contract. So I know on the show, how was he broke immediately, Zelena? I never understood it. He had no money saved up. You mean to tell me he had to move into the project? He didn't have a house already? He didn't have a house that he could have at least moved Thelma to? So after a while, it just got on my nerves. They could never get a shot. Anyway, so that was Good Times. So, but I did like Good Times. I did watch Good Times. Let me think of another show. Let me see. I didn't like A Different World until they got rid of Denise. Zelena, Keith didn't even have a car on Good Times. Keith didn't even have a car. I never liked MASH. I didn't really like Taxi. Look, Valerie ain't even really black. Valerie Simmons Britton, she over there in Huntsville, Alabama. You can tell she's an AKA, but she ain't really black. She gonna say, Keith never really played a season, did he? Girl, that's how he got kicked out of the. Girl, that's how he got kicked out of the league. He hurt his leg, remember? Valerie ain't really black. I liked A Different World. I said I didn't like it until they got rid of Denise. Once they got rid of Denise, oh, I loved it. I didn't like it when the white girl was on there. No offense, white people. Melissa Tomei, Maggie. I didn't like when she was on there. I didn't like it. I didn't like it until they brought Debbie Allen on board. And she hired new writers. Because it was supposed to be an HBCU, historically black college or university experience. It wasn't until, you know, they started really writing and getting fraternity and sorority stuff in it and really giving you the experience of a black college. Like, it was too diverse. No shade, white people. But it was too diverse. That's not how it looks on the black college campus. You had all these white people all on the first season. But see, that's what they do in TV. They try to be inclusive. When it's a black show or movie, we got to be inclusive. But they can completely leave us out of stuff. They can completely leave us out of stuff. Oh. We got some AKAs in the building. They over here ski-weeing and stuff over here on YouTube. Miss Scorpio. Where the AKAs at? I know Valerie Simmons Britton over on Facebook. She's an AKA. Where the AKAs? I used to like Give Me a Break. Give Me a Break. I sure can, man. It's time to make it to the top. Now, Nell Carter shouldn't sing, though. Nell Carter really wasn't a good singer. She was too throaty for me. I used to like Webster. Webster was all right. China, you ain't even have to ask about Golden Girls. I think every gay person, every person that's a part of the LGBTQ community had a grandmother that had them watching Golden Girls. I know specific lines from Golden Girls, okay? That is my show. The Golden Girls was the shit. The Jeffersons was good. I used to love when Helen had that bob. Remember when Helen had that bob and then Helen had the bob, but then so did what was the maid's name? Florence. When Helen and Florence had that, when they had that bob, baby, their hair was bouncing and behaving. Designing women, every gay man knows that too. Let me tell you something. Gay men know that part where she said something about the night the lights went out in Georgia. Gay men love that scene. They actually perform that at drag shows and pageants and stuff. Gay men love that scene. Do you hear me? What's Happening? What's Happening was another one of them black shows that I never really got into. For me, What's Happening was just kind of one of those shows that I would watch when nothing else was on. I didn't really like What's Happening. I like when Dee was on there with her smart ass mouth. You know, she was a veterinarian or something. She became a veterinarian. Wait, what did y'all just say? Somebody just said. Oh, no, I did not like In the Heat of the Night. My grandmother used to watch that. I used to watch Mel's Diner. I did used to watch Mel's Diner. Baby, Helen's bob was not to be tampered with mantra. Do you hear me? Helen's bob was, Designing Women was good. Yes, I said that. Helen Willis's bob was not to be tampered with. And that Florence, when she would walk around the house like this, with them hands like this. Somebody said Columbo. Girl, I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that, niece. He didn't watch that. I used to watch Mama's Family. I used to watch Mama's Family. They don't need to reboot Designing Women, though. They can leave that right where it is. Because old girl died. What was her name? Dixie Carter? Was that a white? That wasn't a white person that said Columbo. That was Bridget, I believe. I used to watch All in the Family. I used to watch Matlock, but I only watched it because my grandma used to watch it. I didn't really like Matlock. Now, I did like Angela Lansbury. Murder, She Wrote. I used to watch Murder, She Wrote. Gina is Late. Yes, we've already talked about the Golden Girls. I know all of the episodes. I did used to like Three's Company. Now, wait, let me go back to the Jeffersons for a second. Did y'all like the first Lionel, or did you like the second one? I don't usually like when they change characters. I used to love Small Wonder. I used to love Small Wonder. I killed this little, this eggplant over here. Bridget says she liked the second one. Was the second one the one with the big bush? They talking about when JR got shot. What show was that? Was that, what show was that when JR got shot? That was, Dallas. That show was called Dallas, wasn't it? Look, they say some of them like the first Lionel, some of them saying the second one. I used to like Dallas. I used to like Falcon Crest. What y'all know about Falcon Crest? What y'all know about Falcon Crest? What y'all know about Falcon's Crest? I didn't like Elf. That was dumb to me. I did not like Falcon's Crest. And I didn't like Doogie Howser either. They always trying to make little white boys look like they genius. No, I didn't like that. I didn't watch Bonanza. I did watch a Brady Bunch. You know you got to switch the water around in your teeth to get. I didn't watch Melrose Place. Listen, let me explain something to y'all. I didn't really watch shows, a lot of shows that didn't really feature black people. I didn't really watch too many shows that didn't have black people. I used to love Dynasty. I used to watch Diane Carroll was everything on Dynasty. I used to watch Roseanne. Yes, I did. And I was very, very dismayed when they rebooted it and it started off really nicely and I was championing the show. And then she said that old fuck shit. I didn't really get into Benson either because that man that had the what was the man's name? He played the professor on. He was on Benson, but he was a professor on A Different World, and his name was Professor something, and he had a heavy voice. Scared me. When I was a kid, he used to scare me. What was his name? Do y'all remember him? I can't remember his name. Do any of you know who I'm talking about? He was on Benson. Phyllis Edmondson said, "What is back there?" Girl, I'm looking at the audience. Come on, somebody. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Wait, Robert Guillaume was Benson, wasn't it? No, that's not who I'm talking about. Robert Guillaume was Benson. No, I'm talking about, he was a black, girl, let me just pull it up. Let me show y'all who I'm talking about. Just One and Only says she can't think of his name. I'm talking about, he played a professor on A Different World. But on Benson, he had a heavy voice. I think on Different World, his name was like Professor Foster or something. Shut up, y'all. I'm licking my sauce off of here. This is my knife. I can lick it if I want to. What was his name? His name was Glenn Turner? Let me look it up. I think y'all... Roscoe Lee Brown. Let me see. Because I don't think it was Glenn Turner. I think you talking about Herman. That ain't who I'm talking about. Roscoe Lee. Let me see if that's his name. No, Roscoe Lee Brown. Come on, Bianca. Is that Bianca that said that? Bianca got it. Bianca over on Facebook got it. His name was Roscoe Lee Brown. Let me show you. This man used to scare me when I was a kid. I couldn't watch Benson because of this show. He was on Good Times. He was everywhere. Him. Y'all remember him? Roscoe Lee Brown. He died. He's dead now. But girl, he used to scare me. I couldn't watch him. Them thick eyebrows and that shaggy hair around the sides and missing up here. No, yeah, Glenn Turman or Thurman, whatever his last name is, he was married to Aretha Franklin. Did y'all know that? That was Professor he was the math professor on A Different World. And then he got married to Jaleesa. I didn't like those years when he married Jaleesa. Excuse me. I did not like when he married Jaleesa. Oh, I didn't like that. Thank you, Marie. Bianca knew that man's whole name. Roscoe Lee Brown. She knew his whole name. Yeah, the C-Bus said, yeah, he was typecast to play mean characters. Yeah, he was on Good Times. He was on Benson. He was on A Different World. Like, he was everywhere. Crystal Woods said, yes, a very astute WKRP in Cincinnati. I didn't really watch that a lot, but I used to like their theme song. I used to like the theme song for, What would they do, baby, without love? I can't do it. Sha-na-na-na. Y'all remember that song? Look at Beauty with Just Tiffany. She just putting his name down there, Roscoe Lee Brown. She must have a delay on her service. Beauty with Just Tiffany. Is there a delay in your service, niece? We discovered it 3 minutes ago. Niece, we discovered it three minutes ago. Is there a delay? Is there a lag in your? She gonna get this part of the message 3 minutes from now. Did you? Hold on. Let me let her catch up. Let me. She's still typing Roscoe Lee Brown. Yeah, I think her service is intermittent. You know how your windshield wipers are intermittent? They'll go, and then they'll stop. They'll go, and then they'll stop. I think her service is intermittent. Come on, niece. Come on and catch up with us. Yes, that was the song. That was the theme song for Family Ties. Do y'all know who that was singing the theme song on Family Ties? What would they do, baby, without love? The show that they were double dutching in front of the church. Dan Twan, you may not really be black if you don't know the show that they were double dutching in front of the church. That show was called Amen. That show was called Amen. I don't remember the theme song for Three's Company. Wait. I do kind of remember it. Hold on. It was, I did used to watch Moonlighting, Leslie. I used to watch Moonlighting. Was it called Moonlighting or Moonlight? Did she add an ing on that? Come and knock on our door. Come on, knock on our door. Yes, that's it. We've been waiting for you. Yes, that was it. Okay, so going back to the question that I was asking you guys, do you guys know who was singing What Would We Do, Baby, for Family Ties? Do y'all know who that was? Zelina said Johnny Mathis. And who else? He wasn't singing it by himself. Who else was singing it? Hey, Brian. Is it Brian Keys? Who was singing the song with Johnny Mathis? Let me tell y'all something. I done went to the gym. I was soaking wet. I have not even changed my underclothes. I have not had a shower since I came home. Yes, Mecca Black Cheer said it was Denise Williams. It was Denise Williams and Johnny Mathis singing that. Yes, that was it. Lakeisha Smith got it too. She was a little late, but she came in with it. Okay, so it was called Moonlighting. I used to love Cheers. I don't remember how that music used to go. Did Cheers have music? Well, it had music, but was it vocal music? You know what music I used to love? So What You Cooking Brown said, go situate your sticky situation. Girl, she's sticky and salty. But somebody likes it sticky and salty. I used to love 227. What did I just ask y'all? What did I just ask y'all? I just asked y'all something. I can't remember because I started answering the question. What did I just ask? I don't remember. Where everybody knows your name. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, and you're always glad you came. Dun, dun, dun. You want to be where you can see. Trouble all the same. You want to know where everybody knows your name. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, Cheers was great. Oh my God. That's when music was music. No, I'm not tart. Trust and believe. Somebody would still want to taste and munch down here on my trade. Coco says she thinks the music for Cheers was instrumental. Niece, I just sang the song. It wasn't. You know what music I used to like? Now, this was instrumental. What y'all know about Hill Street Blues? Dun, dun, dun. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Y'all remember that? Dun, dun, dun. Did, did y'all like it? Did y'all like? Did y'all like Hill Street Blues? That music was so sad when that music used to come on. It was like, oh yeah, it's close to bedtime now. That was one of those songs. That was one of those shows where you knew it was almost time for you to take your ass to bed or for your children to go to bed. Because some of y'all older than me. I had to go to bed. Y'all were going to bed because y'all had to go to work. Bianca. Look, Paul Askew, not lunch on it, but munch on it. Munch on my trade. New York Undercover used to be my show. The soundtrack to that show, like, they used to always have the best music on the show, and they used to have the best people performing. I got this shirt from, I've had it for years. I've had this shirt for years, and I just wear it around the house now. Trust and believe he used to wear it out in the streets. I used to wear this out in the streets, please believe. But now I just wear it around the house. I can't even remember the name of the store. They're still in business too, but I can't remember the name of the store. Look, they getting down into the soap operas now. I used to watch The Bold and the Beautiful. My grandma used to watch that. What about Empty Nest? Empty Nest was kind of like a generic spinoff of Golden Girls. It was okay. I did used to watch it because my grandma used to watch it, but it was more so because there was nothing else really on. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said you remind me of Malik a little bit. I remind you of Malik Yoba. Ryan's Hope. Ain't nobody watch Ryan's Hope. Who used to watch Ryan's Hope? I barely remember that show existed. Bridget is the same one who asked about Bonanza or one of them other shows that nobody black watched. I'm just playing. I know some of y'all watched it. Oh, they all into See, I ain't watched none of that. It was Young, the Restless, and The Bold and the Beautiful. That was it. I was never really into the soaps. What other show you really good? I don't know why I'm feeling so nostalgic tonight, thinking about all these old shows. I never really got into Family Matters. That was another one of those shows where Steve Urkel was supposed to be just a guest. He was just like a little small character, and then he brought on so many ratings, and the viewers started asking about him, so they wrote him in as a major character. Yes, Saturday night it was 227 Amen, because 227 came on at 8. Amen came on at 8:30. And then I think they changed it where 227 came on at 8:30 and then Amen came on at 9. But yeah, it was 227 Amen, Empty Nest, Golden Girls. Girl, you did not have to leave the house. You did not have to leave the house to watch TV. I mean, you did not have to leave the house because you could just stay home and watch TV. Mel's Diner. I used to watch Mel's Diner. Mel, kiss my grits. I used to watch that. I did used to. Oh yeah, I did used to watch Mork and Mindy. I didn't really like it though. I didn't really like Mork and Mindy though. You know what? I'm from Baltimore, but I never watched The Wire. I think I've maybe seen... Wait, which one is the one with Candy Alexander? Speaking of Candy Alexander, the show that I used to watch, was CSI Miami. Now, I haven't watched it in a while. That's CSI Miami. I used to watch Alice too, but that was just because I was young. There really wasn't that many black shows on. Ooh, I used to watch Bosom Buddies. I did used to watch Bosom Buddies. Oh, it was called Alice. It wasn't called Mel's Diner. They worked at Mel's Diner. Thank you for correcting me, Alvin and Mantra and all of the people. So wait, which one was Candy Alexander on? Was she on The Wire? I think I did watch that. What's the other one that was set in Baltimore? It was The Wire and wasn't it another drug show? Listen, D'Antoine, Horatio on CSI Miami got on my nerves with his non-acting ass, but I could tolerate him a bit more than I could tolerate Angela Bassett on 911. If anybody's interested in the truth. What's the other show that was based on? It was The Wire and something else. Wasn't there another show about Baltimore? The Wire, and it seemed like it was another show about Baltimore. What was the one with Charles S. Dutton? Didn't he have something to do with the show? The Corner. Thank you. Yes, The Corner. Come on, Tracy Powell. She's a TV fanatic, baby. Yes, Nicoya and Selena. Yes, The Corner. I never watched The Corner. I watched The Wire. I never watched The Corner, but I watched the Wire late. I came late to the party for the Wire. When I watched it, it was off the air and everything. You know, I ended up watching it because people kept telling me about it. But The Corner, I've never seen it. I never saw The Corner. I never saw Oz, the show in prison. I never watched that. I've heard about Marie. We already talked about New York Undercover. She must have walked away from the computer. Did she get up from her computer? Because we had already talked about that. We talked about the soundtrack. We talked about Christopher Williams performing on the show. They said I look like Malik Yoba. Did she miss that? How did she miss that? I don't know. Is her service working? Is her internet up? She's in Richmond. See if her service is on. Anna Beasy. Anna Beasy was the one that was on Oz. What else did we used to watch? Oh, y'all wanted to talk about cartoons? I never saw Prison Break. Maybe I'll pull up The Corner on my Fire Stick and watch all of that, since I've been trying to find some shows to watch. I used to watch rock. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's how the theme song used, when it would come back from commercial. That's how I used to do it. I used to watch rock. Eleanor with her overacting stuff. Do y'all remember that wasn't it their last season? I think all of their shows were live. Wasn't their last season live? Coco Matthews said, what about 21 Jump Street? I didn't really get into 21 Jump Street. I mean, I used to watch it sometime, but I didn't really get into 21 Jump Street because, again, there weren't enough black people for me. What about Saved by the Bell? I didn't really get into that either. They only had Lark Voorhees on there. Whatever happened to her? Whatever happened to Lark Voorhees? Oh, Mantra didn't like when they did the live on Rock. I did Divine Feminine Energy. I did watch Grace and Frankie. I think on Netflix. I think I watched the first 2 seasons. But I'm gonna tell you why I couldn't get into Grace and Frankie. I mean Frankie and Grace. Frankie and is it called Grace and Frankie? Whatever it's called. I think it's called Frankie. Grace. Whatever it's called. Frankie and Grace. Grace and Frankie. I only watched like the first 2 seasons. I don't even know if I watched the second season, but I know I watched the first season. I'm gonna tell you why I couldn't really get into that. Because to me, I just felt, now see, some of y'all think that I only criticize black artists and work, but I don't. I didn't really get into Frankie and Grace because to me it just felt like, when does Power come back on? Oh, I can't wait for Power to come back on. This is their last season. But anyway, and then we're going to talk about the Cosby Show next. Frankie and Grace, I couldn't get into it. I mean, I did watch the first season, but to me, it felt a little disjointed for me because, now just picture this, and this is for all of the women. Wait, let me say this before I forget. We're going to come back to that. Will and Grace, yes, I watched. But what y'all remember? What y'all know about Grace Under Fire? Do y'all remember Grace Under Fire? She always gave me alcoholic teas. I always kind of felt like she was too heavy and harsh for me. Okay, back to Frankie and Grace. To me, and this is a question that I'm posing to a lot of the straight women, the cisgender women. I mean, expose you all to a new word for those of you who may not know it. I used to watch Thea with Little Brandy. Okay, back to what I was saying. See, this is why I get thrown off, because see, y'all be throwing all these other things out at me. Somebody said Cagney and Lacey. Girl, get out of here. Get out of here. And Leslie, you know damn well I didn't watch Friends. If I didn't watch all these other shows, Friends ain't have no black friends. Friends ain't had no black friends. Okay, listen. Frankie and Grace, and this is a question for all of the... She was an alcoholic in real life, Grace Under Fire? See, I knew it. I just sensed it. I sensed it. I didn't know that. Okay, so listen. Frankie and Grace, it felt a little disjointed to me because imagine straight women that are watching, or cisgender women. If you had a husband and your good girlfriend had a husband and y'all will double date and do stuff like that together, and then they all of a sudden, it comes out that they're lovers, do you mean to tell me that y'all would still be friends? Like, to me, I just felt like they handled it too well. Now, I know Jane Fonda's character really tried to be the character that was having a difficult time with it and couldn't really handle it, and she was angry and upset. But Lily Tomlin, or Thompson, or whatever her last name is, Tomlin, she was too okay with it for me. Like, and I just felt like it just didn't feel genuine. It didn't feel authentic to me. Crystal Curran said, my lips aren't lined up with the sound. Are my lips moving at the same time as the sound? Or is that Crystal's internet? Now, somebody just said something about Sex in the City. Now, let me talk about Sex in the City for a second. Yeah, their husbands were law partners, right. But what I'm saying is, I don't know, I just felt like I don't know. To me, they were just too close together. Like, they was still going to dinner and having affairs at each other. Like, I don't know, it just didn't seem... Crystal, they said it's your internet, niece. They said it's your internet. My lips aren't lined up, Melissa. Oh, they're not lined up? Well, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Well, they lined up over on YouTube. It must be Facebook. Facebook, listen. It must be Facebook, because they fine over here on YouTube. The internet on YouTube is fine. Oh, Risa Moya, she tried to get me together slightly. She said, your lips are not in sync. Look, because I was saying, are they lined up? She said, no, they're not in sync. She said it's been like that for a couple days. Well, that's Facebook, because they in sync over here on YouTube. Lynn Wolf Mitchell said I look like a Kung Fu movie. You know how they lips be still moving. Okay, listen. Sex in the City. Now, Sex in the City, at the time, I was dating Carrington. That's a character in the first book. If you don't have the first book, then you ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. At the time, Carrington and I were dating, and Sex in the City was in the height of its, television success. And so, he used to always be like, babe, come watch the show with me. He used to always want me to watch. He was such a fan. And I knew a lot of gay boys, black gay boys at that time, that were such Sex. I knew women that were fans too, but I knew a lot of gay boys that were fans of Sex and the City. Don't even ask me about that one, Esther. I did not watch Queer as Folk because I felt like there was no black gay boys on there. I couldn't fool with it. So at the time, I didn't watch Sex and the City because I felt like, now how you got a show? You got an entire show called Sex and the City. Now, watch this, thinkers, thought leaders, dreamers. Now, there were 4 characters. There was Carrie, Charlotte, Miranda, and Samantha. But New York City was also a character. Watch this. New York City was a character, just like in The Color Purple, the movie. The mailbox was a character. We've had this conversation before. See, this is the way that I think as an artist. And this is why I can't really stand. I'm going to leave it alone. So anyway, I love movies and things that have symbolism. And see, a lot of his work doesn't have symbolism and stuff. You know what I mean? So, But anyway, listen. So in The Color Purple, the mailbox was a character too. Remember how she used to go out to the mailbox and be like, anything come from me? And they would prominently show that mailbox. Remember the day when it stormed and that horse was out there, they were delivering the mail? Anyway, New York City was a character, right? Now, how you going to be in Sex and the City and not see any black people? No Dominicans, no Puerto Ricans. I mean, and I'm not saying they had to be in their circle, because I know some of you don't even have white friends. Oh, I wish I had some gum. Some of you all don't even have white friends. Now, I have a couple white friends, okay? Now, some of you only... So, I'm not saying that they had to have white friends in their immediate circle, right? But in the background, because remember, New York City was a character. So, often, they were out at clubs, they were at cafes, they were walking down the street. Why we ain't never seen no... I know somebody didn't say Jennifer Hudson. Girl, Jennifer Hudson was in the movie. She was never in the series. And they didn't bring Blair Underwood to what, the last 2 seasons? They didn't had all this success, and they ain't never... You mean to tell me they ain't have no waitresses that could have been black or Dominican? We couldn't be an extra? So anyway, I didn't watch Sex and the City when it was on. But what happened was when I started writing my own series, because yes, he does have some projects that he's written of his own on this computer. One day his day is coming, okay? You'll be watching my stuff on TV or in the movies or somewhere. But I started watching Sex and the City when I started writing my own show, because I wanted to see how they introduced the 4 women in the pilot episode, in the very first episode. So I wanted to see how they introduced them to us, the viewers, and how they integrated them. So I just wanted to watch it for that reason. And as I was watching it, because a friend of mine, she has the entire series on DVD. And so I don't even own a DVD anymore. So this was some years ago. And so she loaned me the whole box set. And so I watched it so that I could see that. And I got hooked. The writing was phenomenal in Sex and the City. The writing was phenomenal. It was really good. So, I mean, I can't even deny it. It was a very good season. I mean, a very good series. Anyway, now let's get to the Cosby Show. I love the Cosby Show. First of all, I used to enjoy the Cosby Show. Like, you know how it would go off for the season, and then it would come back in the fall. The new season would come back. I used to look forward to see. Hold on, everybody. Britt H. I don't know who that. I don't know what her full name is. Britt H. just came in yelling over at YouTube. So we're gonna wait for her to get situated and sit down. You know, some of y'all just like to come in here late because you got on your little new kitten heel and you got on, she got on this little jacket. It's too hot for a jacket, but she got this new jacket that she wanted to wear. So she parading around in the audience over here. If she don't sit down, she knocking people's sodas over. You shouldn't even be drinking soda. You should be drinking water. But she kicking over people's juice. Bottles of Fiji water falling down. You know we charge $8 for a bottle of Fiji water in here because we got bills to pay. She's stepping all on people's toes. Folk that had toe surgery, and people that had surgery on their feet, and she's stepping on. Look, here come Enchanted Ways. Here she come with her late self. Here she come. Hold on, we gonna wait. They stepping all on people's feet, knocking people's popcorn over. Child folk that had whole bunions removed from their feet, and they stepping. I know they had to see these people's crutches in the aisle. They didn't knock people. They didn't kicked over the lady's crutches. I don't even know who that is that she done knocked over right there. She done bumped over this woman's wig. This woman's wig then went forward. She done knocked this woman's wig forward. Oh my God. Her phone going off. She texting. Anyway, so you know when the Cosby Show used to come back for the new season, I used to look forward to the new overture. I just wanted to say overture. I used to look forward to the new music, the new theme music for the season. I used to look forward. What I do, Avery. Selena says she just got her toes done and you chipped her paint when you stepped on her feet. Is Denzel over there tonight? Because I see him commenting over here on YouTube. Is Denzel over there? Because I'm going to need you to dock her. I'm going to need you to bill her for this lady's toes she done stepped on. Yes, I used to love the theme music. I used to love the way that they would dance. I used to love all of that about The Cosby Show. The Cosby Show was just such a well-rounded show. It was such a great show. And the other thing that was amazing about The Cosby Show, not only would he wear T-shirts or sweatshirts or something for like an HBCU, but he would also feature like artwork on the walls in their house, right? Like he would have like black artists, like they're actual black painters. Like he would have famous work up on the walls and stuff. Bianca says she has all 3 of the books, and I'm going to make her buy the audio version. Well, go on over to audible.com and type in Craig Stewart and go ahead and download One Thing for Certain, Two Things for Sure, and Words Never Spoken. I'm narrating. So it was just, like, the reason why I love The Cosby Show is because he had these subliminal messages. There were a lot of subliminal messages. See, that guy that you all like, that stuff that y'all watch, there ain't no subliminal messages and none of that. There ain't nothing subliminal. It's right in your face. It's obvious. But see, he don't think y'all smart enough to get it, so he spells everything out. Let me tell y'all something about my mother. She's still hot that Bill Cosby's the only one that went to jail. She don't give a damn what he did. She don't give a damn how many roofies he didn't slip in nobody's drinks. She just feels like if Harvey Weinstein didn't go to jail, Bill Cosby shouldn't go to jail. If Kevin Spacey didn't go to jail, he shouldn't be in jail. Listen, my mother is not for it. She think look, listen. If she wasn't on dialysis, she'd probably be right outside of his prison with a picket sign talking about free Bill Cosby. Oh, Bianca says she has a couple of Bill Cosby artwork. Yes, the funeral procession. Yes, remember that artwork? It was a funeral procession. Remember they were lined up? Yes. They introduced us to jazz music, a lot of jazz artists. What y'all know about that? And even like dancers and stuff. Because wasn't the woman who's now the director of the Alvin Ailey, wasn't she on the Cosby Show before dancing and stuff? Wasn't she on there? Yes, Danielle ASB. She picking up what I'm putting down. Yes. So they had a lot of things that, to teach us. They did that. That's good TV. See, that's good TV. See, they entertained us, but they also educated us on so many layers and on so many levels. Music, the script, the acting, the artwork. You know what I mean? There were a lot of layers to that show. What other TV shows were good? Oh, I used to like Girlfriends. My girlfriends, that too thick and thin. My girlfriends. Do y'all know who sang that? Do y'all know who sang that? Who knows that? Living Single was good too. Living Single was good. Who sang Girlfriends? Who sang the theme song to Girl? Dan Swan said Diana Ross. I'm really kind of wondering if he's black. Nicoya said I couldn't stand Girlfriends. Nicoya, sit down, Nicoya. She over in Chicago. Yes. Who was that said Mr. D? It was Angie Stone that sang that. That was Angie Stone, yes. Girlfriends. Yes, that was Angie Stone, baby. I wonder how much you get paid for those theme songs. Because do you get paid every single time they play it on TV? I would imagine you get something every time they play it. That's a nice residual check. Look, Carolyn Denise Woods is late over at the Facebook Center. She's late at the Facebook Center. Yeah, Crystal, I think your internet a little slow. She talking about, was it Angie Stone? Girl, we didn't already talked about it 2 minutes ago. She said, was it Angie Stone? She's still looking for clues. Girl, we've already revealed the answer. Girl, turn in your answer sheet. Turn in your answer sheet, niece. Crystal Wood said, with a name like Dan Twan, yeah, he's black. Oh, you shady. Oh, that was shady. Oh, that was shady. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, so Mr. D said that they wouldn't get a royalty for that. There would be a one-time fee. I was wondering if it would be a one-time fee. So Aretha Franklin only got one check for, I know my parents love me. India Arie. What? India Arie ain't did no theme song, did she? Did India Arie do a theme song? Look, here come Yap talking about I'm late, niece. You ever have a child that just wants attention? Now, who comes in and alerts everybody that they late? You ever have a child that just wants attention? That's her. That's Yap. Just coming in announcing that she late. Hey, Ma, here's my report card. I failed. Girl, who comes in and announces that? Oh, India Arie is on Good Morning America. She's the theme song for Good. I'm never awake for Good Morning America. I didn't like Sister to Sister. Sorry. I didn't like it. It was too campy for me. Didn't like it. Didn't like it. Didn't like Sister to Sister. Who did the theme for Fat Albert? I don't know who did the theme for Fat Albert. I used to watch Mr. T. Did you used to watch the A-Team? I used to watch the A-Team. I used to watch the Dukes of Hazzard. Now, if I knew then what I know now about that Confederate flag on the side of that car. Now, if I knew then what I know now, they would not have gotten... I didn't really like hanging with Mr. Cooper. That was kind of cheesy to me, too. Wasn't Jaleesa on there? Jaleesa and Holly Robinson? And Mark Curry? Yeah, and Raven Simone. Yeah, I didn't really like that. I definitely didn't watch Half and Half. I couldn't even tell you who was on that. Half and Half was with Talma Hopkins. Yeah, I didn't like that. Lakeisha said, why did Mr. T wear all of that gold? I wasn't feeling that. Melba? I don't remember no show called Melba. What was Melba? What's Melba? What's Melba? Y'all know what that is? No, I never watched Melba. I don't know nothing about that. But you know what? Speaking of Melba Moore, this is what I want to say to all of you, but especially to the women. When you build a life for yourself, watch this. When you build a life for yourself, let's say you build your business or you build a beautiful life for yourself where you own your house and you done got yourself situated. Don't go adding people to your shit. You meet you a man and he don't have nothing. Don't go adding him to your house. He needs to be a tenant. He needs to pay rent. Don't go adding him to your house. And if you have a business, don't go adding him to your business. Don't be making him no partner and shit, just trying to make him feel secure. Melba Moore did that. Like, I just can't get over Melba Moore. Like, do y'all know the story of Melba Moore? I remember when I was a kid watching, I think it was Prime Time. She was on there signing up for food stamps. Do y'all remember that? Anybody here remembers that? What city are you in, Mantra? You in Houston, I think? I think you're in Houston. No, love ain't gonna make me blind. I'm sorry. That's foolishness. I'm telling you now, you come in here to Impeccable Works. This is mine already. Now, we can establish some stuff together, but this is mine. Mary J. Blige. Melba Moore. Well, let me tell y'all the story about Melba Moore for those of you who don't remember. Melba Moore was a Broadway star. Nicolia said, I loved Ally McBeal. But she didn't like Girlfriends? No, I didn't watch Ally McBeal. Sorry. Now, I'm going to tell you what I did. I'm going to come back to Melba Moore. But I did love Brothers and Sisters. What y'all know about Brothers and Sisters? There weren't no black people on this show. What y'all know about Brothers and Sisters with Sally Field and what was the girl's name on Ally McBeal? Callista Flockhart. And they were rich. They had a wine business. Excuse me. Out in California. That is my show. Brothers and Sisters, but they canceled it. But it was really good. That was a really good show. But anyway, let me say this about Melba Moore. So she was a Broadway star. She was rich in her own right. She fell in love, and she ended up getting married to this man who became her manager. Well, this man ended up wiping her out of like 13 to 15 million. Now, he took all her money. And he took her daughter, like they had a daughter together, and he ended up getting custody of the daughter. Long story short, she was broke and she became homeless. Like she listen. And what happened was they showed her signing up for food stamps. They show her, I remember watching that on like Prime Time, and she was down at the office signing up for food stamps because she just couldn't make it. And she's never bounced back. She's never bounced back. I did used to watch this show called Revenge. That was really good. Terrence put me on, DT put me on to that. I used to watch Revenge. And yeah, he robbed her blind. Do you hear me? He robbed her blind. So my point to you all is, if you have a great business going, or even if you don't have a business, and even if you don't have a lot of money, let's just say you worked hard and you got your own house or your own condo or whatever it is that you own. Don't go adding somebody to your shit trying to make them feel comfortable. She has not bounced back. She ain't worth no $13 to $15 million. She ain't bounced back. If she ain't got that much money, she ain't bounced back. But I think sometimes, these people add people to their business to try to make them feel comfortable, in the situation. Let me look up Melba Moore's net worth since Mr. D wants to challenge me. She is not worth no 13. She ain't even done enough work to gain that kind of money back. Melba Moore. Melba Moore. Net worth. Let's see what it says. How much y'all think Melba Moore is worth? I'm listening. I never watched My Wife and Kids. I never really liked Tisha Campbell. How much y'all think Melba Moore is worth? Then I'm going to read this little article for y'all. All about Mika. Hey, girl, hey. Look. She late, too. Mecca says she worth $3 in a buttered roll. Lynn Wolf Mitchell says she worth $0. That's a shame. Danielle ASB then looked it up. She guessed it. She's worth $30,000. $30,000. Okay, listen, here it is. It says Melba Moore net worth. Melba Moore is an American award-winning singer who has a net worth of $30,000. Melba Moore made headlines after it was discovered that she had lost millions of dollars and was living on welfare. Melba Moore comes from a musical family. We don't care about none of that. So listen, it says that she's worth $30,000. Well, after she, because it's the 5th of the month, well, it's the 6th now. After she pays her rent this month, how much I think she paying for rent? She probably gonna be down to about $25,000 after this month. That was shady. I'm just playing. But no, it does say she worth $30,000. But no, but the point is, this is a teachable moment. It's a lesson to everybody. Exactly. Like, you know, what you work for, you work for. You know, no one should come into your life expecting money. You want love. It's not your job to try to make a person feel whole in your relationship. Okay? They need to come whole when they show up. I think I got $30,000 around here. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Anyway, let me get off of here. What I'm about to go over here and do, first of all, I'm about to go wash myself. Where does Melba Moore live? Well, we know she ain't living in New York because she can't afford to live in New York. Because if she live in New York, that $30,000 just dropped down. It just dropped down to 13. Because it's high to live up there. You abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore. All right, listen. Look, Yap talking about don't send his ass no Cash App. She is so, ooh, she's so messy. Ain't nobody said nothing about no Cash App. But you can't send it. It's Craig, it's TheWriter, not Craig the nothing. It's TheWriter. Yap, you so messy. Ooh, she's so messy. Oh, is she in Tennessee? Melba Moore's in Tennessee? How you know? Brian Jones said he just finished situating his situation. Let us smell. Pull them underwear down. Let us smell it. Let me see if it is. It probably ain't gonna Google. It ain't gonna probably tell me where she lives. She almost died? Melba Moore lives. And you know, she's responsible for Lift Every Voice. This how I don't know where she lives. It doesn't say where she lives, niece. Let's see what Patti LaBelle's net worth is. I think Patti LaBelle worth more than 60, isn't she? 60 million. Patti LaBelle net worth. Let's see what it says. Oh, it says Patti worth 60 million. Lift Every Voice and Sing. You know, the Black National Anthem. That's Melba Moore's. She put that together. I mean, she didn't write it, but I mean, she, you know. Oh, Tiffany Smith Bell says she about to go situate her situation. All right, well, I'm about to go situate my situation too. All right, so listen, you guys have an amazing night. I oil pulled today. I did that today. So I'm not going to do it again tonight, but I did it today. I had my celery juice this morning. Are you all still doing the celery juice? Just because I haven't mentioned it doesn't mean I'm not doing it. Melba Moore did Lift Every Voice and Sing. You know she did a black version. Melba Moore, Lift Every Voice and Sing. Donnell Holt, where were you when she put this together? Some of y'all, I don't know how you missed that. It was featuring Dionne Warwick. It was written by James Weldon Johnson. It was based off of his poem. If you're allergic to celery, try a cucumber. Tana, does that work? Thank you, Alvin. He said, Craig, you have some pretty teeth. Oh, you know what, Lori? I just saw Lori's comment. Let me go over here and do my black seed oil. Yeah, she and Freddie Jackson had matching shoulder pads in the video. Go look at Lift Every Voice Melba Moore over on YouTube. Brian said he allergic to cucumber too. You might not be able to join us on this one, okay? Your joints and stuff just gonna be aching and stuff. So I don't know what to tell you. Oh, well, black seed oil is good for you. You can join that one. Yeah, Melba Moore and Freddie Jackson had the same shoulder pads in the video. Well, Divine Feminine Energy, he said he can't do cucumber either because he said he's allergic. Gina, email me, please. You were supposed to email me last night. bookthewriter@gmail.com. And then I'll send you a link where you can, I'll send you the link to the GoFundMe or something like that or something. We'll get it figured out. Carla is a shady, Crystal Woods is a shady girl. Crystal said, Brian, sit this one out. Look, since he can't do cucumber or celery. Listen, I ordered me some groceries today. And yes, the C-Bus. Vitamix can make the celery juice. But I'm going to tell you, that's what I was using before I went and bought my little $40 juicer. You have to strain it, and you have to use 2 bunches of celery to get a 16-ounce glass. With my juicer, I only need 1 bunch because it doesn't really strain it as well as the thing. Oh, Adriana said my black seed oil came and the bottle seal was open, but the tamper wrap was still on the bottle when I got it. So I'm gonna have to get another bottle. Oh yeah, girl, don't do that. Okay, Tonette said for you, Brian, can he do ginger, lemon, or lime juicing? She's over in Facebook tonight. She said, can you do that? Let's see if his allergies restrict him in this. He might just want to be one of those people that's just complaining because he don't really want to participate. Can you do any of those? The C-Bus said I purchased 2 big bunches of celery hearts from Costco. I got 1 more bunch of celery, and I'm going to use that tomorrow. But when I go out tomorrow, I'm going to have to get some more. Because I was going to order some tonight from Amazon Fresh. This is what I was saying to you guys. You got to know your prices. When I was about to purchase some celery today on Amazon, when I was ordering my groceries, those of you that are new, I order my groceries from Amazon Fresh. They're coming. But the celery was like $3 a bunch. Now, I know they got it at Walmart for less than $2. So I didn't purchase that. You say you just got to do your comparative shopping. I try to do organic celery, but oh my God, I forgot to order some fruit and veggie wash. I knew it was something else I needed to order. Let me go over here and order that because I can still add to my order. Once you place your order on Amazon, you can still go back and add to it, niece. Let's see. Let me go in here and place that because I forgot to order me some more fruit and veggie wash. Remember, I never even used to like it. I used to talk about it. All right. Well, listen, you guys have an amazing night. Brush your teeth, floss your teeth, brush your tongue. Oh, you making eggplant? Oh, okay. Hey, boy, hey. See y'all later. Bye.